Thanks tonight day.
Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size. This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show. The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Wednesday afternoon, the 29th of November 2023. And you, my friends, are listening to the Big Show, brought to you by Night Day. And Mogi, you stallion, and your black tidy. How's life?
Yeah, going pretty grousey, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. I'm having a real ripper, even though the weather's not that great. But we crawl toward Christmas, my brother.
Yes, we do.
And here we are, 25, 26, 27 days out, whatever it is. I am yet to hear a Christmas carol. I am yet to see a Christmas tree, but I'm excited about it. And because I haven't seen any, I'm really looking forward to Christmas. I am really looking forward to Christmas.
I'm with you, mate.
All right,
I'm with you there. Just incidentally, just before we started the show, I did a really weird thing unconsciously. I gave old
Three
Pug-
wipes.
No, I did. I gave Pugs a wink.
Did you?
Yeah, he looked at me and I went wink.
I didn't think the wink was weird. I thought the grope was a bit out of order.
Oh, but no, he's used to the groping. But I've never winked at him before. Keyzie, you mad bastard. How's
Speaking
life?
of gropers.
With your sick lid. With your sick lid.
Don't say speaking of gropers with a sick lid, right? It's a new day. We're kicking things off. It's fresh. I strongly considered wearing a hat today.
The only thing fresh here is your lid, brother.
Thanks, man.
That is fresh.
You were saying
as.
that you came in today and you were not feeling confident about that sick lid.
No, I was going to wear a hat
Oh, why?
because I looked at I genuinely looked at myself in the mirror today just
Took
before
a
I
long,
left for
hard
work.
look.
A real short one, and I went, "That's two skunks.
Yeah.
You've put too much
Sure.
effort into your hair,"
I tell you, talking about skunks,
which you shouldn't, by the way.
that jacket is skunks, man. I mean, is
I've
that...
had this jacket for years. All right.
Are they all the little sort of cuts and stuff in the back there? Were they done by you, or is it just through wearing it so much, or is that how you bought it in the store?
No, it was
with the rough cuts there.
It's a wear and tear look.
Oh, right, okay.
You pay extra for that.
Today's going to be a good show, guys. I can feel it.
Yeah, totally, mate. It's going to be a massive show. Hey, we've got Harry from Hello Sailor coming in, by the way, later on. We've got the
right.
big poll coming up. I've got a bit of a bleat to have.
Oh, yeah.
You've got something going on health-wise,
I've got some
Mogi.
updates, yeah.
And also, Jase, I want to give you a big old pat on the back for your Throbber performance while I was away.
Thanks, mate. Here's
So good.
Weezer.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Beastie Boys there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, 11 minutes past 4 o'clock. Don't forget, by the way, you can text us at any time on 3483, or if you're on the iHeartRadio app, you can give us a talk back, or you can always call us on 0800 Hodaki. And remember, everyone that does that goes in the draw for a $50 night day voucher. But right now it's time for
The Big Poll.
Ba, 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 ba.
Today's a special one, actually. It's the Big Show Big Curry poll. Because, you know, when Keyzie was away, you, me, and Pugs, we went out every week. We made it a...
Did you actually?
Yeah. We made it a weekly thing where we would go and have a curry.
Right.
Because we all love curry, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we thought it was appropriate that we have a Big Show Big poll about curry. Because we're going to, now that you're back, Keyzie, we'll take you with us for a curry. How do you feel about that?
What do you mean? Hang on, sorry. Take me with you guys for a curry.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Now that you're back.
It's a team
Yeah,
curry.
well, totally. The team's back, so, we'll take you for a curry.
Right.
Because I know you're very passionate about what kind of curry, in terms of heat, what you like.
Yeah, got it like a... I don't want to say an unsophisticated palate.
But you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll
Just a
happily
bit-
admit to
yeah.
that. I have an unsophisticated palate. I want a medium butter chicken with a garlic naan.
Yeah.
I want your food court set up. That's what
Yeah.
I want.
Nothing wrong with that.
So curry
Sure.
straight out of a tray that's been sitting there for a few hours. But I wasn't this fussy
Yeah.
about it until I went out with you guys and you ordered 3 of the hottest curries known to man. All of them weird ones I'd never heard of. Like none of the ones.
Oh, well,
that,
you can't say that, Keith.
well, I'd never heard of them.
I know, just because the one you like is in English and the other ones, is, koftas and sagwalas and vindaloos and all of
I
these
know all of
things.
those
It's, I don't think you can just say they're weird and you've never heard of them and it's foreign muck. You
I
can't
didn't
say that.
I did not say that.
Well, listen, lads. Listen, before we get into it, the big poll today is curry, mild, medium, or hot. I'm just wondering, just before we go there, do we add an Indian hot as an option?
Oh, I think we just go hot. People will get the
All right.
idea
Or
there.
yeah,
Do we
sure.
go extra mild as well as a fourth option?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Well, I'll give you my opinion.
Okay.
I love it hot. back in the
Some
day,
like it hot.
I would
like
go
it hot.
Indian hot because I was an absolute chili fiend. But my bowels aren't what they used to be, and it rips me apart now like it never used to.
And you only get 2 squares a day.
Yeah, and so sometimes 3 when I've had a curry. So now I still like hot, and that's my preference. But I occasionally have to weigh that up with family considerations.
Thank you.
And go the medium.
And for me, we have to go medium. We'll always go a hot on a vindaloo because
Yes.
that's the way God intended it to be.
Agreed.
But the problem that we've got is we've got a young child, and so then everything has to be mild. And oftentimes you order a mild and it will still come out sort of medium-ish. But it's a shame because it's the joy of Indian cuisine, isn't it? Is a bit of heat. But I like it when it's being cooked into the meal. Not you can feel it sometimes. They've just added it at the end. You know?
Just dry chili.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm with you there, Mogi. I like the stoned feeling you get from a good, vibrant hot curry.
Yeah.
Vibrant. That's a good descriptive word.
Yeah.
So me and my wife are having it. We get 2 curries. One of them's medium. One of them's hot. Just in case the hot one's too hot, you don't want both to be too hot. That's how we operate. But
do you?
If I was to pick one, I'd say medium, just to be safe. It's in the middle. It's hot enough, but it's not too hot.
I was talking
Right.
I was talking to your wife the other day about this, actually, Keyzie.
Who, my wife?
Your wife. And she was saying it's a bit of a bastard because I was asking her how the trip was and all that sort of stuff. And she was talking about going out for a curry with you and how she likes it spicy and hot. And you always sort of waver between mild and medium mild.
Mild and medium mild in KFC and McDonald's.
And KFC and McDonald's, yeah.
Yeah, where were you speaking to her?
Pardon? Oh, just on one of the apps.
What's that?
Messenger, I think
Messenger,
it was.
was it? Oh, yeah. Vote on the Hodaki Instagram story.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Alison Chains there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. I don't know about you, I've been thinking it's Thursday all day today.
Yeah.
And it's been a massive disappointment that I was wrong about that.
Okay.
Do you ever guys get ahead of yourselves at all?
It does happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, I've had you won't know this, Keyzie, you've been away, mate, but I've had some health issues. I gave you an update yesterday on the lasering of my downstairs.
Yeah, well, that was.
And can I just say, a day on from that, looking good.
Yeah, nice.
Wow, that's.
Looking good.
You don't
Matter
need
of
to tell me
opinion.
that, mate. They're looking smooth as.
Well, have you already seen them?
Yeah, totally. He always shows me after he does it.
And another issue that I had while I was away is skin tags. My skin tags.
I did see a photo of that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I had a skin tag in my armpit. Eyes to the front.
Eyes to
You're
the
better
front,
than that, mate.
Keyzie.
You're better than that.
Jeez.
And so I got old Hoity J to help me out. And so what we do, what you got to do is you got this little dried ice machine. It's like a pen, but it fires out dried ice.
Oh.
So Jase had to put a little
Jase
sort
did
of
it.
like a hula hoop plaster over the top of it. So only the skin tag, which was about 4 inches long.
Jesus.
So that was sticking out through the hole there.
Imagine a elongated nipple, if you will, Keyzie.
Ooh, like a regular nipple or one of his burnt patty nipples?
Oh, no, it's sort of like a Keyzie BB Grilla sort of styles. Uncooked, raw, been out in the sun for 7
Right,
hours,
yeah.
flies on it, nipples.
Yeah, that's right.
And so got the old dried ice pen on it, and it makes a sizzling sound when you're doing
Oh,
it.
God. Really?
Anyway, eventually half of it fell off.
Sick. So 2
That was
inches
about
left.
that was about a week. That was about a week later, wasn't it, Hoity J?
Yeah.
And anyway, I took the plaster off last night. It's disappeared, man.
Yeah.
The whole thing's gone. It's looking smooth as.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty stoked with that. And I couldn't find it anywhere. But the dog was looking pretty guilty.
Yeah.
Who, Tinker?
Yeah.
The old Tinker, been chewing away with her bulges.
Well, look, I do a lot of that sort of stuff, so I know what I'm about.
Sorry, eating skin tags or...
No, just dealing with
treating them. Yeah,
You've
yeah,
seen
okay.
that show, Dr. Pimple Popper?
Yeah.
I did that sort of stuff for quite a while.
Yeah.
So I'm good with skin tags and flappy.
And you were
things
Dr.
and-
Feelgood as well, weren't you?
I was Dr. Feelgood.
So what was the name of the TV show? I might watch it.
Dr. Pimple Popper?
Yeah, what's it about?
Oh, it's just people with like really grody stuff on their skin,
Yeah.
like skin tags,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Speaking
and
of
sort
which, Hoity
growths.
J's got you an audition for that, Keyzie.
Oh, really?
Yep. Slam dunk.
Yeah, mate.
Another thing
well,
I got...
actually, Mogi, just on that, he doesn't have to audition.
Oh, straight in.
Yeah.
What are we? Sorry, is this a Moki health update or
Yeah,
not?
no, it is.
Now, another thing is yesterday my teeth. You remember my teeth, man? I had to go to the dentist.
Yes.
They did a crown on me. Have you ever one of those done before?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Yeah, I didn't really know what it was. I'd heard the phrase before.
A crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they get a, what do you call those things? It's not a hacksaw, it's a file. Got one of those in there, and yet they saw it down to halfway and then stick a little lid on top. You seen that before?
Yes, I've had that before.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, you had that before, Keyzie?
Nah.
No, it's
You should
coming.
have told me about that, because how much did you pay for that?
I don't know yet, actually.
Right.
I've got to go back and have the proper one put on. They've only given me a
temporary.
temp one,
Yeah.
which is just made out of. It's a good trick, man. It's just sugar-free chewing gum, and then she sticks it in the freezer and then bungs it on your tooth.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem legit.
But
Really,
you
is that-
should have come to me about that. I could have sorted that for you.
Keyzie, I think he's legit. He had a signed Warriors jersey on.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
The Killers there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 4:48. New Zealand 10 without loss after the first over, fellas. Off to a flyer.
Too easy.
Now, fellas, you'll recall I got my wallet stolen.
What?
I remember you lost it.
You'll recall I got my wallet stolen.
Did this happen while I was away?
Yes.
Yes, I think it did. Yeah,
was it
yeah.
in the teeter?
Yes. Oh, it was in the car.
No, it was
Yeah.
in the car.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Long story, Keyzie,
Yeah,
but
okay.
really annoying because you've been through the same thing, of course.
Yes, I lost mine.
Well,
though.
you lost yours, whereas I got mine stolen.
Yeah, he left. Jase left his on the passenger seat of his car when he went to the gym.
Right.
And the weird thing about that is I never take my wallet when I go to the gym, so I don't know why it was in the car in the first place.
I'm
That's
not sure
right.
weird's the right word, but
Yeah, but anyway.
That's right. It'll show up soon.
So I had to, of course, replace all my cards.
Yeah.
But what you forget about is that all your automatic payments that are on the cards.
Yes, I've been through this.
And
yeah.
so it's like, you haven't paid your blah, blah, blah bill. And I was like, what the are you talking about? My phone bill? I've paid my phone bill.
how dare you? Who were you saying that to, by the way?
Myself.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what? That's weird. And then I sort of clicked, oh my God, that card's been shut down
Cancelled,
now.
yeah.
So I've got to add a new card. So I went online and I added a new card to pay my one New Zealand bill.
Yes.
And it said, please note you will be charged $4.50 for a convenience fee.
Right.
Have you guys ever heard of it? What the is a convenience fee?
Sorry, a bit slow there.
Yeah, no, that's okay
I
because
don't
you're a
know.
bit jet lagged. I've never heard of a convenient for who? Is that the bank saying, look, this isn't convenient for us right now, so we're going to charge you a convenience fee just because we can?
It's because there's administration fees as well, processing fees.
Yes.
It's just them making some money, isn't it?
Well, it sounds to me like it's making money.
Yeah, I don't think it's for anything.
The other one that I got a little while back was for a savings account I had, which I don't use very much, and I got charged a non-activity fee.
Well, hang on, don't savings accounts do the opposite? They pay you for not touching
Well,
it?
that's the thing, and I got charged an inactivity fee for
Probably because you're not saving anything.
Well, no, there's savings in there. I just don't use
Oh,
them.
it's because you're such a tight ass. You never ever spend your own money.
It's because I don't make any transactions because they're in my savings.
Inactivity,
And so they're going, well, you're not using this account, so we're going to charge you some money. Otherwise, how else are we going to make money?
Yeah. I mean, they're the worst people in the world.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that we all agree on that.
100%.
Yeah.
But have you ever heard of convenience fees?
I have not heard of it, but I see here it says the fee is typically a fixed amount or a percentage of any sale. A fee charged by a business for payments made through on an alternative channel rather than by cash. So
Wait, sorry, cash
rather than by cash.
in hand, which basically you can't do anymore.
No.
Correct. So then they get to charge you for not doing the thing that they won't let you do.
So you should walk into a Vodafone store with cash, the exact amount, dollars and cents, and pay that to avoid that fee. That's the only way.
It got so deep inside my gut, I think I'm going to do that, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I
Just
bet
to
you
piss
don't.
them off.
Yeah.
No, I won't. Can't be bothered, Mogi.
See, that's what the convenience fee is for, so you don't have to go down there and do that.
Oh, now you see, I get it.
That's-
I'm
that's
happy
cheap.
to. I'm happy to pay that.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed, Australian Crawl there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show, Wednesday afternoon, 4 minutes to 5 o'clock. Coming up after 5 o'clock, by the way, we've got Harry from Hello Sailor coming in, fellas.
Yep.
We'll have a little bit of a chit-chat to him. We reflect on our sword-swallowing days, don't we, Mogi?
We do.
And, of course, we'll give you constant updates on the cricket at the moment. New Zealand 10 without loss still.
One thing I want to do too is give Jase a bit of a pat on the back for his Throbber performance while I was away. You outdid yourself.
Thanks, mate.
So I'd like to dedicate some time to that.
Good on you, mate. All that after 5.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Wednesday's going along nicely. For all you people heading home at the moment, congratulations.
You've done it, man.
You've done it. You've made it through the day.
Another day done.
Can I give a quick shout out to a friend of mine?
Sure you can, man.
God.
Night and day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we're friends. Best milkshakes in town.
Totally, man.
Yeah.
Good call, Keyzie. Hey, speaking of calls, don't forget if you've got the iHeartRadio app, you can go on that if you're listening to the show at the moment. There's a little microphone there. And you can push that microphone and send us direct messages to the studio, which we get, which
Voice
we can
messages.
then voice
That's right.
messages, which we can then play. So, you know, if you've ever fancied yourself a bit of a radio star, this is your opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
And also, I do feel like there's something missing today because Chris hasn't sent us a voice memo about yours 2 strokes. Doesn't feel like the show's complete.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Just to
Chris, the
clarify,
mad bastard.
yeah, Chris is a listener, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
my name's
easy.
actually Chris.
Yeah. Hey, in terms of the cricket, 11 without loss at the moment, bit of a struggle, a bit dour, but there you go, that's Test cricket sometimes. Let's get into the tune, shall we? The Black Cats.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Joy Division there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, 11 minutes past 5 o'clock. A bit raspy today, Mogi.
Oh, okay.
The old scar tissue in the throat there.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes flares up.
Is that from darts or?
No, nothing to do with darts. I don't know if you know this, Keyzie. Mogi and I, back in the day when we were doing the circus run, we used to be sword swallowers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was our gig. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes we didn't get it right. And there was a couple of occasions, probably because we were pretty steamed, Mogi, we had the wrong swords.
Oh, you have like a sabre.
Yeah, so there's been a bit of carnage over the years that is sort of scar tissue and so forth. Before that, actually, we were fire breathers.
Right.
Until one day I got a bit carried away and set the audience alight.
Right.
And there were like 13 fatalities. But I don't know if it flares. I don't know how it goes for you, but it flares up for me every now and then. Weirdly enough, in the summer periods.
Yeah, no, there's some truth there. I think we had a lot of trouble when, let's say, you'd be swallowing one of the 9 inches.
Yes.
Swords.
And you'd be sort of right up to the hilt there down your gob.
Oh, yeah, I was gagging.
And I'd see something in the crowd and I'd go, geez, eyes to the front, hoity Jane. Of course, you'd immediately whip your head down to have a geese.
Yeah.
And that'll sort of rip you up pretty bad there. And
Could you do the thing where you stick it in and then you like bend over and bow to the audience with it?
oh, yeah, you just got the trick with that is to make sure you just bend at the neck.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That seems...
Yeah.
Because I would think, I don't have no knowledge on this sort of thing, but I'd think that's really bad and that would lead to scar tissue in the throat.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
That's the trick.
But
is
it's
it?
more interesting from a crowd's point because it's pretty boring if someone puts a sword in their mouth and then they just bow.
Well, I mean, it's pretty...
What's interesting is when you bow at the neck and then blood pours out.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Or it just pierces straight through.
Yeah.
You might have noticed a couple of scars at the back of my neck there, Keyzie, where I did the bow, and the old sword just punctured right through.
And what was harder, because obviously that's really impressive and dangerous, with that, but the fire spitting, is it you have to coat your mouth and stuff and then swallow flammable liquid and spit it out, is that right?
No, it's just, you just get a gob full of any kind of alcohol, really.
Yeah, usually body.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you just light it and spit it out.
Yeah, just get a Bic lighter in front of your face and then... It's incredible because all you can see is flame.
Yeah, wow.
Totally.
There's no skill in it. Like a lot of people think it's controlled mayhem, but there's no control. It's only mayhem,
Right.
especially when you set the front row at the circus on fire.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pandemonium.
And I only got into the fire eating just by mistake, actually, Keyzie. And it was because I'd been, I was sculling the old voddy there, lit a dart, and then boom. And I thought, I was actually the one that came up with it.
And P.T. Barnum walked past and goes, hang on a minute.
Yeah, hang about. That actually could work in the circus.
And at the time, Mogi had a sword down his mouth.
Yeah. Well, he used to do that just for fun anyway. It was like
The
your
first
party
time I
trick.
did it, man, actually was because we'd broken out of prison, hadn't we? And I had the keys for the handcuffs, and I had the key in my mouth.
Right.
Yes.
And old Hoity Jase slapped me on the back. He said, "Ice to the front, Mogi," when we saw somebody walking past.
Well, in
I
the prison.
swallowed the key, and I had to use a sword to dig down to my stomach to get it out.
You had to use a sword for that.
Yeah.
Far
I couldn't
out.
find a coat hanger.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Seems weird that they let prisoners have a sword. That's all good. And so, do you still do it? Sword swallowing, or just the pork swords nowadays?
I think we.
Hodaki Big Show podcast.
REM there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show, Wednesday afternoon. The cricket scored 28 without loss.
I was away for 4 weeks, fellas.
Were
you? Yeah.
Huh.
I was away. You know I was away. You missed
joking.
me. Yeah. But before I left, I believe, Mike, were you and I tied in the Throbber standings?
12 all, yeah.
12 all. So over the course of the year, I'd won 12 Friday Throbbers. You'd won 12. Jace, how many had you won? Like...
Eight.
Eight, I think, yes.
So it was 8, 12, 12, and Pugs was filling in for me. He's got great musical taste.
Thanks.
Well,
And basically, what I needed you guys to do was just to hold Mike up until I got back. All right? I've looked at the scoreboard now. It's 14, Mike, so we got 2 wins.
Yeah.
Jace, though, you did your part. You got 2 wins while I was away, which is massive for you.
Listen, do you like him condescending to you like this, Jay?
Am I?
Listen to him. I just need you to hold him back until I get back, guys. Okay.
It's also quite passive aggressive. You did your part, Jase.
Oh, yeah.
Pugs
Here
is
it
here, by the
comes.
way.
yeah.
Oh,
Here it
yeah,
comes.
g'day.
Look, I'll be honest with you, Keyzie. Pugs let the team down badly.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Oh, massively.
You know, there were huge expectations on him, weren't there, Mogi?
There were.
To
I didn't put them there.
stand to the plate, stand up at the plate there, and he just went full Yummy Boys, which was, I mean, look, I've got nothing wrong with Yummy Boys.
You love Yummy Boys.
Yummy Boys that's fine. If you like Yummy Boys music,
Which is like club music. Yeah.
Yeah.
as opposed to Mogi's. That's fair enough. Each to their own.
That's right. And so what I wanted to do here was take some time. Obviously, Pugs, you had an absolutely terrible run of Throbbers after, can I say, a really hot start.
Thanks, man. You could say it again as well if you want.
A hot start, and now it's a hot mess.
I don't want to say abysmal.
I do. So, Jace, what I thought we'd do is, because I wasn't here, I didn't listen to the Friday Throbber episodes. I like to go back through your Throbbers and just, listen to them and go, bloody hell, these are great. You know what I mean?
He is really.
Happy with
T
that?
is really taking the piss out of you here. Gee, I'd be fuming if I was you.
I'm
Getting talked to
not.
like this.
Easy, Keyzie.
Jace is a grown man.
Easy,
Look at this.
Keyzie.
Sorry, I'll try to... Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
So,
All right.
first Friday, you chose this song.
Tune.
Yeah, Voodoo Child's pretty good. It's
Yeah,
not
thanks.
Oh,
exactly
it's pretty good.
Throbbing
Jace.
there at the start.
Pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
you won it with that one.
I
Oh,
did.
you did?
But
I
it was,
did.
but it was pretty good.
Yeah. Then
Pretty good.
The following Friday, this song.
Yeah.
Did you win with that one?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Godsmack.
God, is that Godsmack? I haven't heard that.
It's when
name.
you smack God. Have you done that before, man?
Nah, man.
He hates it. Or she. Guess what?
You win with this one?
Tune, though.
More
I got a
Godsmack.
lot of good feedback about that one.
It's not a good Godsmack there.
Did you do
that
two
one.
Godsmacks
In a row.
I did, yeah.
Neither of them won.
He thought that the people weren't understanding what he was trying to do.
Right, so you won the first week, lost the second 2, and then you won again with this.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
That's a great choice.
Thanks,
Hey,
mate.
Jace. Keyzie said it's a great
Oh,
choice,
thanks,
man.
Keyzie.
Well, I was just interested because while literally the last 3 years or so we've been doing the show, you've been traditionally, I don't know if it's as a joke, but you pick crap songs, and so I was like, I wanted to go back through and just see how you switched your game up.
Oh, my
Well,
God.
the thing is, what I'm thinking is, I'm happy to accept the wooden spoon,
Yeah.
and you and drop out, and you guys go toe to toe at the end here.
Well, I think what's interesting about this, Jace, is there's actually, and I'm sitting on 14, Keizie's on 12, and you're
yeah.
on 10.
Yes.
So there's actually an opportunity for you to beat Keyzie.
And I'm meeting
There
a wooden
is,
spoon.
yeah.
with the final 3 of the year. So that would be,
But-
considering that Keyzie was sitting on 11 for about 8
Forever.
months.
Because you remember that, Keyzie, you got off to an absolute flyer.
I remember, and then Mike discovered the Black Album from Metallica, and he hoisted, and then. Can you catch up though? Because how many singles did Godsmack have?
Was that last tune that you
Are
played?
you listening to this, man?
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
I'm
but
listening
yeah.
to- In fact,
This
I'm
is-
not going to drop out now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to deduce Keyzie and make. Can you imagine after this, Smokey, that he gets a wooden spoon?
Oh, my God.
The humiliation.
It'll be
You
good.
must be tempted.
I tell you what. That is very tempting. I might have an announcement on this tomorrow, but if that happens, I won't be unhappy.
Sure.
I won't be unhappy.
Okay, all right. Well, look, fellas, the real reason I wanted to do this was come back and just ignite the flame of the
But
Throbber.
weirdly, just rub Jase's face in his victories.
Yes, exactly. Hey, coming up next, by the way, it's old Harry from Hello Sailor.
Yeah.
Good
Good work,
stuff.
by the way, Pugs. Good work, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yes, indeed, the Temper Trap there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. Now, very special treat in the studio with us today. Harry Lyon from Hello Sailor. How are you, mate? How's life?
Kia ora. Life is good, thank you.
Yeah, you're looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you been working out?
Well, I swim.
We were talking about swimming today on our podcast, actually. You're a
Jase,
good swimmer?
Old Hoodie Jay here was bagging it because he can't swim.
Well, it's a shame, isn't it, in New Zealand? It's
Thank you.
surrounded by water.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because we were talking about also, you know, back in the day, Harry, you know, every school kind of had swimming pools and
Yeah.
all that sort of jazz. All that stuff sort of getting shut down these
You had
days.
to learn. You had to learn. It was madness that you didn't.
Yeah. Well, I grew up on the shore, so, quite, reasonably close to the beach. I've
Yeah,
always
yeah.
So you're ocean swimming?
keen. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Every day?
If I can, yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
That's bloody impressive, mate. I'm massively impressed. Hey, but listen, what's been going on for you anyway in your life, musically and all that jazz?
Well, the band's quite busy.
Yes.
For a bunch of rock and roll granddads.
Yeah.
Yeah. We played up north last weekend, and we've got Raglan Friday and Paro on Saturday.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Both sold out,
Yeah, man.
So easy.
Yeah.
And is that the run? Is it every sort of summer or is it?
Well, we tend to do these little gigs, intimate or hometown gigs, we call them, because I was living in Russell until a wee while.
That's
God.
Jase's dream.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was a bit too far away. We've got 5 mokopuna now in Auckland.
Sure.
Right.
Just,
Yeah.
You know,
She is a bit of a journey there.
yeah, so we moved to Matakana last.
Oh, jeez, that's
October.
beautiful as well, mate.
Lifestyle of the rich and famous, mate.
Yeah, totally. You still love gigging? You still love
yeah.
getting out and about and going
Yeah,
around?
yeah, we love it. And you know, the band is always we're mates, you know.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's like being in a touch team or something, you know. Like
Yeah, right.
We enjoy each other's company, and we like playing the music of our fallen brothers, you know. Keeps them close to us, keeps them in our hearts. And and honestly, I've been getting paid to play music for nearly 60 years now. So
Yeah,
it's
that's awesome.
Why stop?
You know, and the other thing about it too, Harry, in all seriousness, with bands, you know, you see them falling apart all over the place, you know, because you're in an environment where you're travelling around the place, you know, you're going from place to place, you're living out of your suitcase. That sort of stuff can get stressful. Often, I'm not saying this about you guys, but, you know, you get into bad habits on the road and stuff like that, and things can get a bit testy.
We left those bad habits behind decades ago.
Yeah,
James.
good on you, mate.
Decades.
But you know, but that's what I mean, though. It's no mean feat, you know, staying mates in that kind of environment.
Yeah, we're at our age. We're at a we don't have to do it.
Sure.
So I think that's a good thing. We play when we want to, not because we have to.
Yeah.
But we do need the fix, though. We need a bit of music in the bloodstream. So
Yeah.
Well, it's about right. We're quite busy. We've got something with that Dire Straits legacy in Nazareth over
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
New Year.
yeah.
And then New Year's Eve in
Upper Hut, Brewtown.
Upper Hut, Brewtown.
That's
yeah,
right,
man.
With the Feelers and Dragon.
So, and that's the thing, you've got the Feelers there, Dragon and Hello Sailor, all three of those bands, because they're so ingrained in New Zealand music. It must be nice to know that you can chuck, and your band's one of them. There's such a demand. People they know all your songs. So whenever you guys want to tour, there'd be an audience for it.
Yeah, people they love the music, you know. They like that's what keeps any band alive, really. You know, if you've got some songs that people know, they go and play them live. It's great fun.
Well, speaking of songs that people love and know, let's get into one of them, shall we? Blue Lady.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Do you remember writing that, Harry?
No, because I didn't write that.
Oh, I know.
Would be a
but-
false memory.
Yeah, do you remember it coming into existence, though? Do you remember listening to it for the first time and going, holy shit, that's good?
Well, it's on our first album. Graham wrote it
Yes.
after we'd started recording that first album. So it was a nice bonus to come along. You know, we had Gutter Black and a lot of the other songs, but that was sort of a little bit of an icing on the cake. And a great rocker, you know, to play live.
Totally, man.
Yeah.
Was it immediately successful?
Pretty much. That first album was pretty successful. It was you know, there was a lot of momentum. We had the record company work really well, and radio just jumped on everything, and yeah, it was good. We did a big tour.
Yeah.
Big tour.
Oh, yeah.
Rum and Coca-Cola tour. Talk about bad.
Oh, really? Holy heck.
We were sponsored by Rum and by Karuba and Coke, and we got 24 half bottles of rum delivered to us every other day.
Are you
Oh, God.
I had a horrendous experience with rum. I think that might have been the first thing I ever drank, and so I've never been able to go back there.
No.
Same, movie. Same. That's the one thing I couldn't go to was rum. It's like,
Just quickly, we've got Harry from Hello Sailor here. Quite often when you have, because that tune, was it 1977 originally?
Yeah.
When we have artists who have songs that have been around for that long, you go, so what do you think of the song now? Are you sick of it? Because it's, you know, you've played it, 1,000 million times?
No, I'm not sick of it. No, because it's one of the highlights of the set. You know, people love it.
Yeah.
And it's those songs like that, and Gutter Black and some others, that's what gives you longevity. So you'd be peevish
And
Yes.
to not like it.
because
you'd be peevish, Keyzie.
Oh, totally. And because Gutter Black is, and there's a few other tunes from Dragon and the Exponents where you play just the start of it and you know instantly everyone's going to come in and join in. So it must be nice knowing you've got a couple of those songs up your sleeve because they're hard to come by, if you know what I mean.
Yep. Yeah, we consider ourselves fortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. In terms of, you know, we talked to a lot of bands, you know, and a lot of bands, they've got members all around the country, you know what I mean, and sort of having to sort of coordinate trying to write music together in that scenario. Are you guys in a similar kind of situation? Is everyone sort of all over the place?
A little bit. Jimmy, our guitar player, lives in Christchurch.
Yes.
The rest of the guys are in Auckland, and I'm in Matakana, so I am an Auckland City ratepayer.
Yeah, it's kind of Auckland. Yeah, I'd love to live there.
Well, just a reminder that Hello Sailor, Dragon and the Feelers, and also the Blueprint, who are a local band down there in Wally, they are playing New Year's Eve, or Brew Year's Eve as they're calling it, at Brewtown in Upper Hutt. Hodaki is part of this as well. For full details, hodaki.co.nz. It'll be a great time.
Good stuff.
It will be. We're looking forward to it.
Hey, Harry from Hello Sailor, thanks so much for coming in, mate. We've appreciated it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
on you,
it's
mate.
been a pleasure, you legend.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Florence and the Machine there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. He was a good bastard, wasn't he, old Harry?
Backbone.
You know, tell you what.
And he was wearing boat shoes, and he's in Hello Sailor.
Yeah, man.
Talking at Radio Hodaki. How about that?
That's cool.
I like those shoes, man. They were
Yeah,
boat shoes.
Yeah, totally. And,
Oh,
you know, I
sorry.
think...
Hello Sailor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
waking
yeah,
up
yeah.
there, Keyzie.
That's cool.
Yeah, jet lag.
Jet lag, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Or just Durbrain.
Don't move on quickly.
Now, listen, but I actually like, you know, when dudes, you know, they go through the rock and roll thing and they come out and they're just grateful and they love doing their stuff. You know what I
I'd
mean?
be interested, and we should have asked him actually. Actually, Keyzie, can you run out and grab him, man, before he gets in his car? I want to know what he does for a day job, because obviously that's not it. Moving forward, that hasn't been his full-time job.
Sure.
I wonder what he does, because I bet it's something cool.
Yeah.
I reckon he drives a boat.
I reckon he makes boat shoes.
Yeah, maybe he makes
What do you
boat
reckon,
shoes.
Jace?
Yeah, maybe he does like sort of chartered stuff from where he
Oh,
lives. You know what I
nice.
mean? Like a chartered boat sort of scenario.
Yeah.
Hey, but anyway, heaps coming up after 6 o'clock. Of course, what's on the TV with Mike Minogue and the results of the big curry poll today. All that after 6.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed, it is the big show brought to you by Night Day. Well, don't forget, every time you text in, every time you call in, every time you talk back in, you go in the draw for a $50 Night Day voucher.
Hey fellas, just a quick shout out to anyone who's in Auckland or within driving distance of Auckland for tomorrow afternoon. The Brit, which is a pub down on Key Street from 4 till 7, they are going to be helping raise funds for Movember. Every single large beer
Every single beverage sold, $1 of that will be donated to Movember. So Hodaki's backing them up.
Wow.
So it's good to go down and get involved.
I've just got to tell you, I do feel a little bit left out on the Mo front at the moment.
You could grow one.
Yeah, I know, but I just don't want to ruin my look at the moment. The look I have.
Yeah.
The Huey Lewis look. And
yeah.
By the way, I actually genuinely love Huey Lewis.
I hate Huey Lewis. Hey, listen, on the podcast today, the podcast outro.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what we talked about, which is bonus material, by the way. It's not the radio show. We have a highlights package of that, but this is a separate bonus podcast.
Extra stuff.
Sounds a bit like this.
Here's a reminder, Jase. Part of my brain's saying, this will send a message.
Yeah,
I'll be real quiet.
Yeah, see how you like this.
And she's like, that's
I'll
actually really good.
I'll walk behind you then. See
Honestly,
how you like that.
2 meters behind me, like this, with her arms folded.
Oh, good.
And I would stop, and then she'd stop.
Nah, that's
Oh, really? Oh, that's great.
Because I was like, I'll stop and she'll catch up.
Yeah.
And then we can keep walking. But she'd stop. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, what do you mean?
Staying away from you, you fucking psycho.
Yeah.
Grumpy bastard.
Exactly. Just
That's right.
Old Keyzie there ruining his holiday by being in a bad mood the whole time.
Well,
so
yeah,
I had to stay away from him.
No, she decided to try a new thing called giving me space when I was grumpy by walking behind me. But you can hear more of that by searching Hodaki Big Show, wherever you get your potties from, fellas.
Yeah, great stuff. Hey, coming up, the results of the Big Show, Big Poll. In the meantime, here's Guns N' Roses.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Crowded house there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Hey, let's get into the big poll, shall we?
The Big Poll.
And in celebration of our upcoming curry lunch that we're going to have, we did the big curry poll, didn't we, fellas? And the choices were mild, medium, or hot.
That's right. You can vote on the Hodaki Big Show's Instagram story. What was your guys' vibes, by the way? Because we didn't do a prediction.
I think it would be mostly medium, and then I think it would probably be mild before it was hot.
Right.
I'd go, I'd say 15% medium, maybe 45%. No, 15% mild.
Yeah.
45 medium, 35 hot.
And then what about the other 5?
I reckon, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I said, but I think it'll be under 20 for hot.
Yeah, okay. So the majority of New Zealand, 50% basically, so 49, they want medium.
Sure.
So if you're going out with a group of people, just order medium. 25% want mild, 25% want hot.
There you go.
That's just a straight up even split.
There you go.
Yeah, nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does that mean when we go out for our curry lunch next week, we get 2 mediums, a mild and a hot?
Sure.
Because that'd be the accurate split.
Well, not if nobody likes a mild, and I don't like a mild.
I don't like a mild either.
Pug's mild. He's a mild boy.
Well, yeah.
No, Pugs likes hot.
No, he's a mild boy.
No, he likes hot. We know because
He's an extra mild fella.
He's just said over the cans, I am not a mild boy.
Oh, really?
no,
Yeah.
no.
He said he's a wild boy.
He's a hot boy. Sorry,
Yeah.
Pug's a hot boy.
And he loves yummy boys.
Yeah, well, he does.
but he's not a mild boy.
No, we go, if we get 4 curries, we go hot, 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 Keyzie medium.
So we're going to go hot, medium butter chicken with a garlic naan for Keyzie.
Yes.
Because I would massively appreciate that.
Because the poll wasn't what's funnier.
What?
You know, getting what Keyzie wants to eat or getting 3 that he can't handle.
So it's not that I can't handle hot food. All right, it's just that if you're eating a meal, I like a bit of hot, but if it's all just ridiculous, I'm going to walk away hungry still.
Yeah.
And in a mood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they all have to walk behind you.
Giving me
folding
space.
Giving
their
you some
arms.
space, folding
Yeah.
their arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, as I say, I've always been, I love my chili, I love my hot.
Yeah.
Not, I can't handle it quite so much anymore, but still 10 times more than you can. With your little, because I know that you have quite a sensitive stomach.
Jase, we are so going to do a hot food eating competition.
You're on, Keyzie.
No, seriously, yeah, we are. No,
you
you're
are.
on, man.
Yeah.
Fella, Mike,
Yeah. What?
you keen?
All right, look, we're doing it next week, aren't we?
Yeah, we certainly
Yeah.
are.
No, not at the lunch. That's not what this is
Yeah,
about.
Yeah, totally we're doing it. We're going full hot for the lunch.
Righto. Pugs, bring your video camera, mate.
Hey, coming up, what's on the TV with Mike Manette?
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Rage Against the Machine there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Let's have a bit of TV chat. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Nice fellas.
It wasn't. It's terrible.
What's wrong, Mogi?
So bad, man.
That was not good, was it?
Yeah, it really depresses me how it's just dropped off the radar
We'll
now.
have to drop that segment.
Well, what we could do is we could just pre-record one with Pugs.
Oh, yeah, true. Make it just... Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched the cricket. That's
Yeah.
what I did last night. And I texted you and I said something along the lines of, crikey, Dick, this is dull. Except it auto-corrected me to full.
Yes.
Crikey, this is full.
I got what you meant, though.
But I'd already said dull, and then as I sent it, it changed it. It goes, nah, I can't mean that. Full. I was like, no, well, I did mean that. Dull.
Yes.
I'm watching the cricket phone, and you don't know that. And then we got another couple of quick wickets there, and
Yes.
we're off to the races. But as I was saying to you yesterday, early doors, it's like, we've got to get some quick wickets here, man.
Yeah.
Where's the quick wickets here, man? Because she was hooping. She was a hooping and a horroring. You see
Taking a
what
bit
I'm
of
saying?
turn as well.
Yeah, and then a lot of turn. And then, anyway, what do you think about that? Because I'm assuming that you watched the same thing.
Yeah, I watched quite a lot of it, but it was a bit dull at times. But no, to be honest with you, I love Test cricket,
Yeah.
so I can watch it for hours. But I also have to be conscious of the fact that my wife is in the room with me, and that she might want to watch something else. So I'll occasionally turn over to other stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I won't.
Did you
Yeah,
watch any
yeah.
reality TV
Well,
last
do you
night?
not go off into another room and watch it?
We don't have an
You do.
we
You've
don't
got
have
two lounges.
Yeah, but that's a sunroom, not a TV room.
Oh, okay.
You know, so we don't want to have too many TVs. We've only
Yeah.
got one TV.
Yeah.
But no, I watched that for a little bit, and then before I went to bed, I started watching another great movie, Pocahontas,
What did you watch that on?
on my laptop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Any good? Because it's quite old.
Yeah, no, it was really good, man. I really enjoyed it. What is it? I think it was 123 minutes. So I
Wow.
How much of it did you watch?
3.
Oh, yeah, 2 hours to go.
Yeah. So I'll watch the rest of that over the next month or so.
Question. You guys don't like Narcos, eh? The TV show on Netflix.
No.
Can I ask why you wouldn't watch it?
I think it's got low production quality is what I would say.
Have you watched it?
It's cheap. Yeah, I watched the first season.
Oh, yeah, and you didn't rate it?
Nah, not really.
Oh, really?
It was okay, but no.
Does the fact, because I'm watching it again at the moment because I watched it ages ago, just the historical element of what Pablo Escobar did is
Yeah.
the thing for me that I find so interesting.
I love documentaries on it.
Yeah, right.
But I find dramatizations of it, it doesn't do it for me.
What if-
I need doco. I like the guys that did it. Hey, this guy,
Pena.
he killed 348 people.
Yeah.
And he did a deal, so he didn't have to go to jail, so all good. And here's an interview with him.
Yeah, right.
I love that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that stuff.
What you're saying is tedious, Keyzie.
What if Pedro Pascal's in it? Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Okay.
Pedro!
Hey, let's get back to the tunes. A bit of regurgitator for you.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Aerosmith there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. Hey, listen to all you listeners out there. Do you want to win a place on the ACC team for the Dulux Tradies 11 and the Alternative Commentary Collective 11?
Yeah.
Tell them all about it, Keyzie.
Me? Oh, I thought. Yeah, okay. It is back. The ACC every year they put 11 together and they take on the Dulux Tradies 11. This time it's at Bay Oval.
Do you say
Tauranga.
Dulux?
Dulux?
Dulux.
Was there a J in it? Sorry, I missed that. It's Dulux, isn't it?
No, it's not Dulux.
It's like Dew
Dew.
with an E.
Right.
Dulux.
Dulux.
Yeah.
Okay, Dulux 11. It's being held in Tauranga at Bay Oval under lights Friday 15th of March
What
2000.
kind of lights are those? Strobe lights?
and
'Cause that'd
24.
be a really good for the party atmosphere.
I think they're yeah, sick. The cricket stadium lights.
Over.
I think the last time we played that match, Mogi, I played it, and it is bloody great being out in Bay Oval and playing on that magnificent wicket.
I'm
Even
surprised
though
you
it's-
loved it so much
Yeah,
when
like-
you made such an absolute disgrace of yourself.
Yeah, well, I know. I was horrifically run out. My pad came off. It was a complete debacle.
What's your highest score? Because
For the ACC.
You've done every one, right?
Yeah, I think like 14 or something.
That's
Yeah, no, it was 13 or 14.
Oh, yeah.
But that was off like 28 balls or
Yeah.
something.
that's triple what I was expecting for some reason.
Right.
No.
Because what's your highest?
I've only played once.
Yeah.
And that was 0. Yeah.
Jason Hoyt and Jeremy Wells are currently battling it out to see who takes leadership of the team. And Jace, you were saying off air that you're pretty fired up about making sure you take leadership of the team.
You
Well-
think because the thing of what you said that what Jeremy's got a habit of doing is he'll come in and he'll have a bat and then it'll just sort of disappear. But your thing is you've got to get around the team. You want to be the first man there, the last one to leave. You want to be firing the boys up no matter what's going on, and that's the only way that this bunch of sort of losers is ever going to get a victory, is what you were saying.
Totally,
so,
mate.
Yeah,
totally.
I mean, I hope they vote for you, man. Is that what's happening? Is there going to be a
Well,
vote?
I think they should. And just on that front, Jerry is the most tedious of captains. He just sets the ring field. No innovation, Mogi.
Oh, no innovation, no.
And can I just point out, Dorth first 11, when I was captain for 3 seasons, not a single loss in those 3 years.
Yeah.
I'll just point that out and put it on the record.
Sure.
Anything this century, though? Century, that's a cricket joke. Hey, there's 2 spaces left in the ACC team. If you and a mate would like to play, the prize
If
includes...
there's anyone out there that can swing a bat, would be good, or bowl.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they're missing both of those things.
Your prize includes flights and accommodation. If you're keen to enter the draw, text Dulux, that is DULUX, to
You don't need to spell it,
3483.
man.
Yeah, people know how to
that.
spell
No,
it,
I do,
Keyzie.
because yesterday I spotted 4 people spelling it wrong on the
Oh,
text
but they're
machine.
not allowed to come and play if they can't spell it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's one of the rules.
Totally,
Okay.
man, totally.
Dulux 3483 if you want to play.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Well, there you go, you massive backbones. That's the Wednesday show done and dusted. Mogi, your plans for the night, mate?
I'll be watching the cricket, brother.
Yeah, same, actually.
Yeah.
Same. That's what I'm going to be doing. Fish burgers tonight.
Oh, for dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Well, what else would they be for, Keyzie?
I don't know. I thought it was like a cricket term.
What, fish burgers?
Like, oh, it's going to be fish burgers tonight.
All right, fellas, overs 15 to 23. Fish
burgers.
Yeah, see?
You know what to do.
Yeah.
What are you up to, Keyzie?
It's a good friend of mine's birthday tonight, so we are going out for dinner.
Steamed.
So you're getting steamed.
Well, it's not about whether or not I'm getting steamed. It's about the occasion, the birthday.
That's a shame. So tomorrow, hungover Keyzie, week 1 back from holiday.
Yeah, it'll be a write-off.
Yeah.
What about you, Jase? Oh, fish burgers.
Well, as I say, I'll go home, I'll chat to my wife, and we'll probably have a fish burger, we'll have another little chat, and then we'll watch a bit of cricket, make love and go to bed.
Oh, okay. Sounds good, mate.
Thanks, mate.